So what is the motion? The motion is to...
Regarding the BA.
Well, I'm not...
Appoint Mr. Green as the BA.
Okay, well, we're in the second, so I'm not going to speak about anyone specifically. I'm going to speak about the Office of Business Administrator. I think that we have had a couple of opportunities to do what I would consider to have been the best possible thing for this district, and on multiple occasions, I really feel that we as a board failed. We proved that the last time we made the decision, and I think that we're in the midst of doing something very similar. I think that what Mr. Ostreicher is talking about makes a lot of sense, because we as a board need to be very, very sure that we're making our decision, and once again, not being penny wise and pound foolish. We are very good at doing that, and we end up paying double later, and then we pay all the way down the road. And I'm not going to speak disparagingly about any one or over the other, but we have to begin to make decisions that are wise in the long run. And I'm not confident that we are, and I'm not going to be able to support this motion. But so hopefully, if that's what you guys want to do.
Through the chair, when you said we did something in the past, were you referring to the guidance counselor? Were you referring to the assistant superintendent that didn't work out? Or
I love the blissful ignorance of which you operate with. It's quite,
Order, please.
Quite an astounding, characteristic of yours that I love to, see on a regular basis, and it's in full flight.
You can read about it too, sir.
About it. So, I'm pretty sure I'll get some of these same antics when I read the scoop later. So keep up the good work.
You meant a derogatory comment before, so I'm just verifying.
I'm just telling the truth.
Go on Facebook.
Just telling the truth.
Through the president, maybe we should go in to discuss this personnel at least one more time?
Through the chair, it's now 10:15. Is there a motion to go inside for 10 minutes?
I did.
There's a motion and a second on the table.
There is a motion.
Well, actually, I must, mea culpa. I wrote down what I was told to write down. But if the superintendent, who is the only person who has authority to make recommendations, wants to discuss that, I'm not here to upset anyone, but I seem to do that well. She must, if she wants to talk to you about the recommendation, I would suggest strongly you heed her advice. For no more than 10 minutes, we'll call that the Lenny Thomas rule. 5 minutes, I thought.
We can meet in my office. We'll stand.
Well, not if she is saying that she wants her recommendation at this point to be withdrawn pending further discussion, which is what I believe. Well, I don't have a mic over there.
Say.
Are we having this discussion now publicly?
No, just make the motion publicly, and then we'll go into your office.
I would humbly ask the board to go into closed session so we can discuss the personnel issue that was raised just now.
That wasn't the question. The question is, are you withdrawing your recommendation?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Well, now that there's no recommendation and the chief operating officer has to make it, I therefore suggest, since we do need a BA, we do have our interim BA till February or so, we have very qualified candidates here, can we go into closed session so for no more than 10 minutes so we could discuss this issue?
Could we first vote on the other issues?
Okay.
What other issues are those?
Well,
I have 36 of them by now.
Well, let us do.
We have an agenda too.
Let us do the agenda, please. The agenda, the original agenda, the agenda.
All right, let's do the agenda.
Is there a motion as to the agenda which the public has?
I make a motion to move it.
I second.
There's a motion and second. Let's touch it for 1 second. To approve the 12-page agenda. It's now in discussion.
I think we should table on page 11, item 4. Total Missouri, 111,780.
Yes. Agreed.
Page 11 is item. Well, wait a minute.
I agree.
Hold it. Hold it. There is a motion and a second to approve the agenda, as is.
Well, since I made the motion, my motion is to...
No, he didn't say that.
Well, I'm
and
saying
while
it now.
I might agree with you, I don't want anyone to later say you did not comply with...
We don't have to go through this. I just want to go ahead. I'm going to amend it. My motion is to move the agenda with the exception of page 11, number 4, Torah
Well, actually, it's number 3 on my agenda.
You
Well,
have the wrong agenda.
Oh,
$111,000, 780.
page
We'll
11,
table
number
that.
4, table the 111,780.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
The reason it says number 3 and number 4, the discrepancy is because there's a typo on 1, 2, and 2. Number 2 is typed twice.
Thank you.
But in reality, the number 3 should be number 4.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. Is there a motion and a second as to the agenda save number 4 on page 11, Toro Masura, 111,780? Is there a motion?
I made, yes,
Is
I
there a
made.
second?
It's in the second.
Is there now discussion?
Yes, I think we should.
Lenny, hold on.
Yeah, I think we should table the discrepancies on
Discussion
page
on
4.
10. Page 4.
STUVW.
Right.
Wait a minute, guys, please take my legal advice.
S through W.
You have the right to vote no. Then we've done this many a time. Then it will not pass. But he can't come to keep on making motions and seconding and then say, no, let's do it differently. You have the absolute right to vote no.
Yes, but we have the Ostracker rule that the person who made the motion can't vote no. So now we're going to have a problem that Lenny Thomas can't vote no because of the Ostracker rule.
Well, there's a motion and a second.
So it's in the discussion phase, correct?
Yes.
While in the discussion phase, my fellow board members, is there anything else on the agenda that you would like to be excluded from the motion that I've made? Because I will gladly include it and exclude it accordingly so that we can move this agenda and move on to the next issue. So you would like me to exclude T, U, V, W,
No, and S.
S through X.
No, S through W.
Well, I would like to amend my motion to add the exclusion of S through W.
Well, that would be improper English, but it would be to exclude S through W.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're an English major.
Well, no, but my friend in the audience. S through W. Are there any other items?
I know you wanted to talk.
No, at this time,
But the school system's not meeting.
so at this point,
You know I'm joking.
if everybody's in agreement, can we call it, please?
Okay, then, just so we're clear, it's tabling page 4, S through W, page 12, item number 4.
Are you tabling it or are you rejecting it, Mr. President?
Rejecting it, I guess. I don't want to guess, though. Is it a rejection?
Rejection or is it just a table?
S through W?
S through W.
That's a rejection, or?
That's what I'm not approving.
So
You're not
therefore,
moving on it or?
Not moving on it at all.
therefore, it is not to approve those items
Yes.
and
And table the other.
And table the other item on page 12 or 11, depending on your version. Okay, we have the motion.
So if somebody wants to vote yes on either of these two.
You say no to this motion.
If you want to vote yes.
You can't vote, it's tabled. It's gone, it's gone. You can't vote on it. So now you.
Let's go through the roll call, and if there's specific questions at that time, we'll respond to them.
Call it.
Mr. Fink?
I'm voting with Lenny.
That's yes.
Yes, next.
Ms. Gonzalez? Yes. Ms. Micchio? Yes. Mr. Ostriker?
I'll vote no. I want to include number 4, page 11, and I want to table the S through W rather than reject it.
Next.
Mr. Seidler?
Yes.
Mr. Silver?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Slotkin?
Yes.
Okay, I want to just make sure that the board agrees. We've covered the agenda as modified. We covered the transportation director. We have to go into closed session should you so desire.
I have a couple motions.
And there are several motions or possible motions which would need a motion and a second.
Can I make a motion? Do I have to read all of them?
I would suggest you go one by one.
Okay.
Before, may I just ask through the president that we take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Richard Fosdog, who will be the assistant principal at the middle school. Mr. Richard.
thank you for having the faith in me to do the job at the middle school, and I'm expecting to have some real good things happen there, and I'm looking forward to speaking to every one of you, and thank you for having the faith in me to do it.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Okay, can we vote on the agenda?
Can we have a motion?
Yeah, okay, can I make a motion? Can I do them, let's say?
Well, I made a motion before that to go into private session to discuss the personnel.
Second.
It's in the second.
There's a motion and second to go into closed session to discuss the important VA position.
Yes.
There's a motion and a second. Roll call.
Mr. Fink? Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Ms. Gonzalez? Yes. Ms. Micchio? Yes. Mr. Ostriker?
Yes.
Mr. Seidler?
No.
Mr. Silver?
No.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Slotkin?
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll be out shortly. We will be meeting in the superintendent's office. Further action will be taken this evening. Please stand by.